On the Kharkiv front, Russian forces have launched 34 attacks, targeting areas like Tsukurini, Jelany Drugo, and Georgivka, aiming to occupy strategic positions. Ukrainian troops have pushed back 27 of these assaults, though 7 attacks remain ongoing, creating a continuous atmosphere of tension both day and night. Here, Serhiy Ivanov, the commander of local defense forces, stated, "We are prepared for every scenario. The enemy continues to attack, but we are well prepared. This country will not be subdued." In Kharkiv, heavily impacted by the war, Ukrainian forces successfully repelled 3 attacks from Russia near Staritsa, Tichy, and Vovchansk. Despite significant material losses, particularly to residential buildings, Ukrainian defense forces have managed to hold the area. On the Kupiansk front, 19 battles have occurred near Sinkivka, Hlushkivka, and Lozova, with 1 battle still ongoing. Russian forces continue to strive for control of key positions, but have been pushed back at each attempt. On the Lyman front, large-scale Russian attacks have also been met with resistance, with 15 battles completed, effectively halting all enemy efforts. In the Siversky and Kramatorsk directions, Ukrainian troops successfully repelled a series of Russian attacks. 4 assaults in Siversky were thwarted, while in Kramatorsk, 10 fierce battles occurred near Minkivka and Hrihorivka. 2 attacks are still ongoing, with both sides attempting to gain control. As Russia escalates its attacks, Ukraine has not remained idle. Ukrainian air defense forces continue to execute numerous operations against Russian assaults. Notably, Ukrainian units have operated effectively in the Kursk region, where Russian forces have suffered heavy losses from precise airstrikes. Additionally, Ukraine's air defense systems have shot down multiple Russian UAVs and missiles, helping to prevent more significant damage to residential areas. Russian forces have made 2 attempts to penetrate Ukrainian positions, both of which were repelled. This highlights Ukraine's resilience in defending this region. The conflict in Ukraine is not confined to major battles, but extends to border areas as well. In regions like Vremivsk and Oryhivsk, the enemy has attempted 5 times to dislodge Ukrainian units from their defensive lines, but all efforts have failed. 5 battles in Vodyany and Bogoyavlenka demonstrate that Russia remains determined to occupy these areas. Yet Ukraine's strong defense has held firm. With 181 clashes in just 1 day, it is clear that the conflict in Ukraine is becoming increasingly severe. While Russia attempts to occupy strategic positions, Ukraine has responded vigorously with fierce counteroffensives. The casualties and losses of Russian weaponry in this conflict with Ukraine are on the rise. War is not only about fierce battles, but also profoundly impacts the lives of millions of Ukrainian civilians. In towns and villages under shelling, many people have lost their homes, property, and loved ones. Yet, amid these hardships, the indomitable spirit of the Ukrainian people continues to shine. The war in Ukraine has entered a more brutal phase, marked by an increase in attacks and clashes across multiple fronts. A total of 181 battles have taken place just today, signaling a bloody conflict between both sides. From small settlements in Kharkiv to strategic towns in Pokrovsky and Kharkiv, the sound of artillery and drones fills the sky continuously. Ukraine is not only valiantly repelling Russian attacks, but is also launching strong counteroffensives to maintain its territory. Here are some statistics from today's fighting. Pokrovsky has become the epicenter of hostilities, with 39 battles occurring in just 1 day. The areas of Zelene Pole, Mykolaiivka, Lysivka, and Kruty Yar have seen the most significant concentration of Russian forces aiming to seize control. However, Ukrainian defense forces have shown resilience, successfully repelling 34 attacks, with 5 others still ongoing. In Novogrodivka and Selidov, the atmosphere is thick with smoke as residential buildings suffer severe damage from intense shelling. For residents here, surviving a day without injury has become a miracle. Olena Kovalchuk, a 63-year-old resident of Novogrodivka, shared her fears. "We have lost everything. Our homes are destroyed, but I am still alive. That is